Hello Capricorn, welcome to your daily focus tarot for Saturday. I thought I would try out a new deck today since most people don't watch on Saturdays. So we have strength, and it says strength is the ability to keep going when everything looks hopeless. But unlike the Chariot, it has less to do with ego and the physical power of the body. It is the Warrior card. Strength of will transcends the bounds of human ability, and the countless tales of heroic achievement, not always in warfare, but in exploration, sport, and creativity, are very much a part of this card's meaning. Its reading signifies the eagerness of the seeker to attack the problem, coupled with a resourcefulness. Okay, and the clarifier is the Tower. The immediate response to drawing this card in a reading may seem shocking, depending on the circumstances, but it is important to remember that change is not always a bad thing, that the lightning strike may represent a flash of insight or inspiration which can lead to a reassessment of your life, your path, your beliefs or intentions, as well as a painful readjustment or something that requires confrontation before peace can result. None of these things are necessarily easy, but if we allow the fire to consume the tower in which we have established ourselves, the outcome can be both positive and restorative. Interesting. So you are waiting for this tower moment. You are looking forward to it. And that tower kind of looks like a cat almost. Or it kind of looks like it's got an eye and it's sort of crying. It's sort of crying the balcony. Interesting. It's an interesting kind of looking deck. It really is. Okay, so we've got 10 of Serpents and number 10, the Wheel. Wow. Let's see what this guidebook, some of the interpretations are not the same that I would make or that I've made from previous guidebooks or seen in previous guidebooks. So this is an interesting deck. Okay, not what you necessarily think. So 10 of Serpents, this card is all about hearth and home, about the balancing of your own small kingdom. Your finances are secure, and you might be thinking about leaving a legacy to a child, partner, or friend. From your position as head of the household, you look around you remembering old victories and defeats. Time to take stock and appreciate what you have done. And the Wheel, this is talking about what we mean by fortune, good or bad, varies according to how we live and see life. For some, luck is everything. They see events going well or ill and pronounce them to be governed by luck. For others, fortune is something to be worked for, to seek with every ounce of diligence. In fact, the meaning of fortune is something over which we have little control. It may represent something good coming our way, better prospects and greater income, but it can just as easily be the opposite, irrespective of whether the card is upright or reversed. Because the wheel turns both ways. So to me, this is telling you to be, when you're looking forward to this tower moment, to be grateful for what you have, to realize what it is that you have, because things are going to change with that wheel and that tower. And you might be looking forward to this change, but hopefully it's a good one and not a bad one. Let me see. We have 5 of Serpents and 5 of Wands, which usually aren't good. 5s are about conflict. So 5 of Serpents. Okay, this talks about This is Five of Pentacles in a regular deck, by the way. Serpents are pentacles. The imagery from early times often talks about people who are outcasts and starving, shut out from access to help or kindness. Abrupt changes that may bring the wealthy to a state of debt or turn lovers into enemies. The entanglement of the serpents give weight to this as they struggle to free themselves of their own restraints. So this is talking about loss, destitution, and the struggle to get out of it, to create a good life, to master your resources. And the sun in the shadow deck was the clarifier for this one. I passed it. The sun, okay. You may not think of the sun at night or expect to feel its rays at work in your life, yet in the twilight realm, its reflected light filtered through to us via the moon still shows and still affects what we set out to accomplish. No matter where your steps take you, the sun's rays are always accessible, whether by day or night. At night, their presence is more mysterious, but in either case, they enable you to perceive the true state of affairs and act accordingly. So if there is something going on where your luck is going to change and your finances are going to be entangled like the snakes, you're going to recognize it for what it is. Hopefully this is what changed already. Hopefully this is the past and the change is good for you. So we have, the other one is Five of Wands. Five of Wands. This is such an interesting deck. Five of Wands, we associate wealth with power and competition, and while it may well be thus on the surface, it often hides a multitude of weaknesses beneath. Power and competition hiding weaknesses, yeah. People making up for something by having that attitude of entitlement because they're afraid of something or they lack something. We should be careful with the cornucopia and be aware that it can cause problems. Okay? Wands may offer strength, but in doing so can become combative. Interesting. Okay, yeah, it explains a little better. There is an inherent danger that overconfidence could lead to a breakdown in communication and a lesser degree of success. And then the clarifier is the Emperor. Let me see what this book says about the Emperor in the shadow. The Emperor in shadow opens a different door. He blends strength with kindness. Though he may remind us of difficult decisions we have to take, how sometimes we must adopt more severe solutions. Inner oppositions within our lives take on bolder, stronger form, things we may need to vanquish. Thus, the Emperor in shadow may show us the way to use necessary force that sometimes we have to act, learning that a blind acceptance of events should be tempered with reason and feeling. Even if others see our actions as harsh, the Emperor tells us there is a greater goal. Yeah, so really balancing. Yeah, that Emperor, that's actually a pretty good read for the Emperor, the shadow side of the Emperor. Interesting. Not the reverse, but the shadow side of the Emperor. Yeah, so really looking at any sort of feelings of, where there's competition for wealth and power, and you might feel the need to become combative or over communicate or overconfident. And how that could affect you negatively, how that could cause you to lose. Yeah. So when you're looking at this change that's going to happen, you need to maintain this balance. If there's a creative block, if there's a competition for material goods, you're really needing to take a deep look within and maintain your balance, maintain your integrity. Really look towards where your growth is. Really look at what is actually going on underneath the surface. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I hope this was helpful. Have a great Saturday. Thank you for your patience with me and this new deck. I probably won't use it again for a while. It's just an experiment today. Bye.